I have no command over the government, okay? We are under attack by cultists. They rape their way into Hollywood through Make-A-Wish. So the victims, they interpret their wishes. They steal wishes from little cancer kids and take them for themselves. Act like they can pick and choose what I say. Like, oh, it was his idea. It's the gay revolution. We are not affiliated. Claiming any individual against their will for any church is a violation of Article 18 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, legal neither here nor there. We are tentatively at a de facto state of war with the faggots. Gandhi invented Muslim neutrality. This is relevant. Marxism, communism would not exist if the Muslims had not weaponized Hare Krishnaism. The last emperor of China abdicated to a bunch of eunuchs. The Romanov massacre, the Palest settlement, the Holocaust, the rape of Nanking might have all been avoided, but for China being taken over by a bunch of dickless wizards, sick men of Asia. Islam doesn't care what a real religion is, because it's not one. Moses said, to lie with a man as thou doth with a woman is an abomination, because two boys can't make a baby. There is no such thing as a gay church. And unhand the livestock, you heathen. You're not even in the arena. That does not mean you own it. You might just discount and just disregard the knowledge and wisdom of 100 generations or more of wise men, trade princes, and priest kings, prophets that went into writing the Bible. In my opinion, my freedom of religion, you can't just judge all them based on one guy hiding in a cave from a holy war with a 6-year-old. Act like I have to join you behind my back. You can't even say it to my face. I know what I know because this is my field. The odds are extraordinary. So you send a bunch of homos and fucking retards to decide if I can talk to my own government from our own soil? We are not affiliated. At best, they're using human shields, Washington. We liberated Kuwait for this. If consummation didn't matter before she met me, they wouldn't even know who she was if they weren't following little boys around or working for someone who is. This isn't some FBI patty cake between toddlers. They brutally raped and crippled me in surgery when I was 6 years old. You can't have Sigmund Freud over here selling his own wet dreams to the third world and try to flat earth us like it's the law, and then they come over here and it's totally serious to them. It's holy war, what we're accused of. But then you also can't lead this child molester, this religious child molester, through a casino full of sworn enemies to the unconscious 6-year-old boy like he's the problem and you got a real religion. How many sworn enemies did you have to walk? Okay, so you're both in charge but you're not together? We're under attack by corporate faggots with no idea how any of this works. They don't know what democracy means. They don't know what a doctor is. They don't know where money comes from, and they would not know a religion if the risen Messiah jumped out and bit their asses off. If nothing else, freedom of religion has to apply to a rational authority, because in times of grave peril, God will send you messengers, someone who can figure out what's really going on. That has to be allowed. But he's called the messenger of Allah because he delivers his own agenda. You're not allowed to talk to me. He stole our money and now he's paying a bunch of losers to stay in charge of losing. The corporation is canonized in the New Testament for saved Christians and kosher Jews. Nobody else would have been at the meeting, stupid. Right? 600 years later, slave-raiding terrorists from the devil's playground learn how to read and strongly disagree. What follows is called the First Reich. The Saracens invaded Europe. 800 AD, we have the First Reich. 1453 is the Ottoman Empire, is the Second Reich. And then the Third Reich starts probably around 1923. You get a little flash in the pan in Germany. Now we've got a Jewish state over there. It's a democracy, so it's sovereign. But as to the question of biblical accuracy, they're not responsible for the legion of clandestine, mutant, retard, zombie, faggot assholes over here deciding if I'm allowed to talk to Washington. So you can threaten a pope, a king, and a president, but you can't investigate some goddamn judge? Nobody ever raped an unconscious 6-year-old boy into a free press, news team. You think you're the boss of me? Religion is a search for universal and eternal truth. It's not an excuse to take a dive and point the finger at someone that will turn around and stomp on your pointy little head until there is nothing left but the footprints of Jesus. So help me God.